This one hit me hard in the Dirty Dozen. Old traumas that you thought were over. Have you had childhood trauma, maybe a divorce? I had a sick child and I had divorce. And so when I was reading through the book, I was really concerned with really understanding how they leave a mark.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is one of those understated problems, traumas, even from childhood. They're finding out that can continue to reverberate the negative effects of that trauma can continue to reverberate through the brain through the decades. So in your 60s, they're finding out that these are traumas that maybe were not resolved in childhood, can come up back and bite you, you know what, later on in life. So, and it's not just emotional trauma, obviously that's very important, but also when we wrote the book, we're thinking about things like injury, strokes, concussions, CTE.
Okay.
Which other ones? Bumps in the military, blast injuries, and so on. These all affect the brain. You may not notice them at that time, but the brain is such a sensitive organ, Mary, that it continues, like the cells in the brain that are responsible to protect the brain, responsible for protecting the brain, they continue to react against that trauma because they want to fix it, and sometimes they do more harm than good.
Yeah, it's like PTSD,
like
right?
PTSD, exactly. That's another one too. So we were talking about off camera, and it was like we need to, even though you may not, even though you feel it may be resolved, you still need to be taking extra care to ensure that whatever is going on or whatever went or happened years ago is being addressed, because the data says that it's not, unless you do something proactive, it's going to continue to affect your brain, even though it happened decades ago.
Yeah. So decades on the therapy couch isn't enough, right?
Correct.
We have to then go back. We might think that we've resolved, but there's still some trauma up here that might need to be addressed. And Dr. David, in his Dirty Dozen, and certainly with a consultation with him, can advise on things that you can do to improve the strength and the health of your brain as we age.
Excellent. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.